What's up, dude? So I keep hearing about this dish called Marry Me Chicken, and to me that just sounds like a super bold statement. Today I wanted to put that recipe to the test by cooking it and finding out if it's really worthy of marriage or maybe just boyfriend-girlfriend material. There's no time to waste. Now let's go! We're starting with 3 chicken breasts. You could do 4 if you want, but 3 is good. And I'm just hitting them with salt and pepper, simple as can be. Sergeant Gilbert reporting for duty, which is just black pepper, and we'll do that on both sides. I've had a pan here on medium-high heat for about 2 minutes. I'm gonna add a little olive oil in combo with a little butter. I really like that combo. A little trick here is you can always tilt your pan just to make sure that butter doesn't burn. I actually use that a lot if my pan got a little too hot. Once that's melted, we'll get in our chicken breast. Always make sure you lay that away from you, so if it splashes, it goes on your cameraman and not yourself. And after 3 or 4 minutes, I'll go ahead and flip my chicken and give it another 3 or 4 minutes on the other side. At this point, I'll get my chicken breasts out on a wire rack to rest, set those aside, and now what we're gonna do is just build the sauce in this same pan. We have all those good little fawn bits on the bottom, can only add a lot of flavor. And this isn't really traditional in Marry Me Chicken, but I don't think Marry Me Chicken really is traditional in the first place, but I'm doing a little onion. I literally think it's called Tuscan chicken, and someone remarketed it as Marry Me Chicken. After about 4 minutes, I'll add my garlic. Another 2 minutes with the garlic, and I'm gonna add tomato paste. This is gonna add some really nice body and color to this Marry Me Chicken sauce. And cooking down this tomato paste first can only do it a lot of good and really deepen that flavor, while also removing any kind of tartness that it may have. 2 or 3 minutes with the tomato paste. Now I'm gonna add my chili flakes. If you like it really spicy, you can do more. Chili flakes burn really quick, so we're just gonna give these about 10 seconds, at which point I'll add in my sun-dried tomatoes. This next ingredient isn't usually seen in Marry Me Chicken, but trust me, this dish is just screaming out for it, and that's just a little bit of dry white wine. Once that wine's almost evaporated, I'm gonna add in my chicken stock, and we'll begin reducing this down again. Now, while that chicken stock reduces, let me tell you about the 2 years I spent working in restaurants in Holland, where I learned how to speak conversational Dutch with fellow chefs. There's just something really exciting about meeting people from different parts of the world and getting to learn their culture. I also picked up some Spanish while working in American kitchens, and since we have a large Hispanic community here in Austin, Texas, I thought I would try to improve my skills. This is where today's sponsor, Rosetta Stone, comes in as a big help. With their fun and engaging foreign language lessons designed to prepare you for real-world interactions, including essential travel phrases. Rosetta Stone is designed to teach languages by matching native speakers' audio to visuals, reading stories, participating in dialogues, and working on your pronunciation with their voice recognition feature.
Tengo 14 años.
Tengo 14 años.
Él trabaja por la mañana.
Él trabaja por la mañana. My favorite feature is that Rosetta Stone's lessons are as short as 5 minutes, allowing me to squeeze one in on my coffee break or on the go. And I can easily access it through an app or on my desktop. I love practicing new words and phrases I learn in their story sections, where I can read or listen to a text or even read aloud to improve my pronunciation. Whether you have an upcoming trip where you need to learn a new language for either work or school, or simply have a desire to learn something new and challenge yourself, Rosetta Stone is an all-in-one platform to help you achieve your goal. If learning a new language is on your bucket list, you can click the link down in the description and get access to all 25 languages for over 60% off. Thank you, Rosetta Stone, for sponsoring this video. Now let's get back to the recipe. And as a pro tip, when you're cooking sauces in a pan like this, just remember you're concentrating different flavors down. It's really not about just throwing everything in the pan at the same time and hoping for the best. We get the onions concentrated, we do the garlic, we do the tomato paste, we do the tomatoes, we do the wine, and then the chicken stock. There's an order to everything, and we're just sort of concentrating and packing down flavors. It's a good way to think about it when you're making this kind of food. Another pro tip is to always check your chicken juice from the tray it's been resting in. That's liquid gold right there. And when that chicken stock's reduced by about half, at this point we're gonna add our heavy cream. And to be honest with you, a lot of time when I'm using heavy cream, I really like to do it by color. I mean, obviously the recipe down in the description will give you everything you need to know, but I don't want this to get too creamy looking. I just love that red color that it has right now. A few more ingredients last minute, touch of dried oregano, just a little touch of Dijon mustard for that kick, little squeeze of lemon juice, work all that in. I'm just gonna tear in some fresh basil leaves. I've got the heat off now. We'll just let this basil sort of wilt into the sauce here. Looking really good. And then last but not least, Parmesan cheese. You do have a good amount of salt from all the ingredients already in there, so just do this to taste. I'm gonna do about 2 ounces or so. We'll just give that a stir in and let it melt. Now this next step is optional and you don't have to do it. Oops. But I'm gonna take about 40 or 50% of my sauce and spill it everywhere. And what I'm gonna do is just blend this up for some added flavor and a nice texture. And then I'll add that back into the rest of my sauce. And that's a good trick that I use a lot for soups, actually. Blend a portion of it, but leave some unblended so you still have that texture. If it's too thick, you can always add a little bit of water or chicken stock. There's so much flavor here that I'm just adding water, but if you have stock around, you could do that too. And finally, we'll add our chicken back in with the heat on medium-low, and I'll just spoon some of my sauce over the chicken like so, and we'll let it cook in here for about 3 to 4 minutes. The chicken was pretty much done when it came out of the pan, but it needs just a little more, and it's gonna be perfectly tender. And after about 90 seconds to 2 minutes, actually, I'll just flip these over just to make sure that other side definitely gets done. All you need to do now is give it one final taste for seasoning, see where it's at. Dude, flavor is like 11 out of 10. That's beautiful. And I recommend you let that chicken rest in the sauce it cooked in for another 4 or 5 minutes. Although if you're impatient, just eat it right away. It's okay.
He made me marry me chicken.
It's not for you.
I'm flattered.
It's not for you. Woo! Ooh,
That's great.
flavor is insane, huh? If I'm being honest, I'm not a big fan of sun-dried tomatoes. However, with this dish, I think they've redeemed themselves because, you know, I like it a lot.
We're watching our figure, but with pasta or whatever, this would be awesome.
Yeah, sidewise pasta, mashed potatoes, whatever you like, you know? Yeah, for something you can make in one pan in probably about, I don't know, 20 minutes or something, that's a nice dish.
Lives up to the name.
Now, is it true, marry me chicken? Is this chicken gonna get you married? I don't know, it might get you engaged, you know? It might get your foot in the door. Definitely one for the books, my friend. We recommend you make it. Thanks for watching today, my friend, and if you are a fan of written recipes, definitely check out my Master in the Making ebook with 55 of my personal favorites. That'll be linked down in the description. And if you're interested in some more really good chicken recipes, here are 2 more of our personal favorites from the channel. This chicken tikka masala is absolutely bonkers. Until next time, you know I love you and I'm out.